All right, good morning, traders. Today is April Fool's. Hey, it's April 1st, 2026. My name, Coach Carignan. I'm the lead instructor here at the BYOB Trading Room. It's a day trading service for Hit and Run Candlesticks family. Thank you so much. Everybody out there in podcast land, digital land, cyber land, thank you for liking. Thank you for following. Thank you for subscribing to my social media content. Appreciate that. Love that. Thank you. Thank you for the kind words. Big shout out, Rick Sadler, Ed Carter, Bob Jordan, John Jordan, Kathy, Sarah Roasted, everybody that shares the BYOB content out there, helping get the good word out there to the rest of the World Wide Web. Appreciate that. Love that. Thank you so much. All right, let's do a couple of announcements here, and then we'll look at what happened yesterday. What was Turnaround Tuesday yesterday? Is that what it was? We'll take a peek at Turnaround Tuesday, and we'll see what we can pull out of the price action so that we can be better prepared for today. All right, first things first. Good morning, CP. Members e-learning is tomorrow, April 2nd. All right, and the topic's going to be setting stops and targets. Starts at noon. If you don't see me here in the trading room, it's because I'm in there listening to the other instructors. All right, so Doug's going to start at noon. I come on at 1. Rick's going to come on at 2. We're all going to probably have close to an hour. Presentation should wrap up around 3 o'clock. All right, so that's members only e-learning. It'll probably be recorded. If you want to know where it is when it comes to recordings, you log into your Hit and Run Candlesticks website. All right, and you come to here to, let's say you're on your members page. That would be your members page. Oh, it's not even on there. Okay, so let me just log in real quick. All right, am I a real person? They're going to verify me. Yes, I'm real. Okay, come on down here. Member page. Right here is where you're going to log in to the combined e-learning room. That's where the presentation is going to take place. You go to your members page right there. Okay, so this is your members page. This is what it looks like. Here's where you log into the BYOB Trading Room. Here's the combo room. So you press that, opens up another room, all right, another virtual room, and then you can log into that with your credentials, and you can listen to the e-learning. And all of the recordings are right here under resources. You come down to e-learning replay, and you can see all of the recordings right through here. All right, there's about 10 recordings per page and 35 pages of 10 to give you 350 videos. All right, and if that's not enough videos, we've got some more videos here under public webinar. Okay, again, another page of 10 videos. Okay, 10 videos per page. All right, and we got 20 pages of those. So there's another 200 videos. All right, so that's where you'll find the videos back here under resources at the e-learning replay. Okay, right there. I'm going to pull this down. All right, that's tomorrow at noon. All right, it starts at noon. Okay, let's take that down. BYOB Trading, all right, it's going to have open house on Monday and Tuesday. That's going to last from 8 till noon. All right, so that's April 6th, April 7th. Just 8 till noon, all right? Right here in the BYOB Trading Room. Everybody out there in the public listening to the video, you're all invited. All you got to do is register, and the registration is right there in the YouTube description. All you got to do is press see more, and down there in the description, you will find the link to get registered for the BYOB open house or live trading workshop. Okay, that's on Monday, right after Easter, April 6th and April 7th. All right. Okay. So my SPY pivot this morning, 644.80. Above it, I'm a bull. Below it, I'm a bear. All of the Fab Five, except for Stinker, made higher highs and higher lows, closing over bearish traps, but under the 17 EMAs. SPY closed, 2-hour uptrend, 10-minute uptrend. Stinker made a higher high and a higher low, closing inside a bearish trap under the 17. Gold, higher high, higher low, closed over a bearish trap under the 17. Silver, higher high, higher low, closed over a bullish cross and over the 17. USO, outside day, higher high, lower low, closed over a bullish trap over the rising 17. UNG, higher high, higher low, closed under a bearish trap and under the 17. No surprise there. U.S. dollar index still in a daily uptrend, closed near the 99.79 area. SPY max pain, which I don't think is right. It's been 645 for the last 3 days. Is 645 with a put to call ratio of about 1.4 puts for each call that expires today. Remember, those index options expire at 4:15. Security options expire at 4. If this is your first time seeing this, all of these are in daily uptrends over the 17 EMA. All of these are in daily downtrends under the 17 EMA. If they got a little star next to it over here, they're building out a bear flag. I call it a platform from which to dive lower. If they got a little dash, means they already made their platform and they're already diving lower. Okay, so it'd be a breakdown right there. Okay, so that one's already, Docs just made a breakdown yesterday. All right, so over the 17, under the 17 EMA right there, daily trends. If you're looking for something to swing, take a peek, see if that fits your trading plan. All right there. All right, so move this out of the way, move this out of the way. SPY 10-minute chart. All right, so let's look at what we were going to trade yesterday and see what the plan is. I planned, this was yesterday's instruction, I plan to wait for a 10-minute uptrend over 640.50 or a 10-minute downtrend under the pivot 634.50. We never got the downtrend. Okay? We did get the uptrend. That was a green erases red right there. Green erases red. We got the 10-minute uptrend. You can see the 10-minute uptrend. You've got the yellow 3 EMA on the 10-minute chart, and the candlesticks are plotting up over the rising 8 EMA right through here. All right, you can see daylight between the 3 EMA and the 8 EMA. You can see both are pointed up, the E3 and the 8, and then you got the VWAPs also pointed up. Look, you also got 17 EMA is also pointed up. Okay, so we had a 10-minute uptrend. We traded that all the way into the close. We left off yesterday with a 10-minute uptrend. You can see the sticks and the 3 plotting up over the rising 8. You got daylight between the 3 and the 8 right here. Okay, so hey, give me just a second, traders. I'll be right back. I just got to pause this just for a second. I'll be right back. All right, where did I leave off? All right, I know I was talking to myself. I was. Thank you, Ed. Thank you, Rod. Thank you. Yeah, I'm back. Sorry, let's go back to where I left off. All right. We were on the game plan, right? All right, QQQ game plan. Same as SPY game plan, all right? We got a 15-minute uptrend. You can see the sticks and the 3 plotting up over the 8. All right, so we want a continuation of, I'm looking for a continuation of that 15-minute, 10-minute uptrend for the opening this morning. Yeah. All right, so QQQ, SPY, right here. All right, I'm looking for a continuation of this 10-minute uptrend. You can already see you got green erases red, prices up over that. All right, so both QQQ and SPY, I'm looking for a continuation of the 10-minute uptrend. I'm looking for SPY to get up to 660. May actually 661. I'm looking for QQQ to get up here to this anchored VWAP. All right there, about 587.45. Those are my upside targets for QQQ and SPY. Same thing on QQQ. I like Friday options on the multiple of 5. Remember, this week is a short week. All right, we're gonna have Friday off in observance of Good Friday. All right, so and then we come back on Monday. All right, so short week this week. So OPEX is going to be on Thursday instead of Friday. All right, so but I like the 1 DTE and the 9 DTE options on the multiple of 5. I like strikes at the money. I like the at the money strikes because we got a lot of volatility in the market. Our price is moving pretty big because we got such a thin market right now. So you can see you're paying excuse me, not you're paying, but options are priced for $11 and $10 moves for QQQ and SPY. And for that reason, I don't want to incur a $5, a $3, or a $4 or $5 range day when I'm paying for a $12. When I'm paying for a $12 volatility in my premium for my option. Okay, so for that reason, I want more performance. So I'm choosing at the money. All right, at the money strikes at this time. Okay, I really prefer out of the money, but because there's so much premium and volatility priced into the options, all right, I've flipped back to at the money. Okay, I trade 10-minute uptrends over VWAP. I trade 10-minute downtrends under VWAP. Okay, we are looking at what happened yesterday was price did a bullish gap up, and you can see clearly the bears did not fill the gap by noon. All right, then we had a nice blast off because the bears failed to fill the gap. All right, we got a nice blast off due to the Trumpster doing a little tweet. But let me just say this, okay? The reversal happened long before the Trumpster tweet, and that makes me believe that we are looking at the beginning of that employee allocation or contributions that happen at the end of 3 months. Okay, so every 3 months, I think they send the fund managers a check for the employee contributions, and those fund managers put that money to work for those employee pensions, for those employee IRAs, for those employee 401ks, okay? So they start putting that money to work, okay? Let me just say, all right, they're not going to be buying Mattel. They're not going to be buying Harley Davidson. They're not going to be looking at Heinz Pickles. Probably not. Okay? They're going to be looking at, they're going to want growth, all right? So a lot of it's going to be allocated. A big portion of it is going to, because they want performance, all right, it's probably going to be geared towards tech. If you look at SMH, XLK, they're doing a reversal as well. All right, we'll see how far they run. All right, but they're doing a reversal as well. They're much better performance you get out of tech when tech is in an uptrend. Okay, so more than not, I believe that they will be plunking big chunks of money for those contributions into the tech sector, and they will probably spread the rest out throughout the market. Yes, maybe probably some in Mattel and Harley Davidson, but the big chunk of it, I think, is probably going to hit the tech sector, all right, because that's where your growth is. That's where they're going to be looking to get that growth and you get that performance with that. So, okay, this is QQQ. By the way, all right, if you're following this for the employee contributions, look, QQQ is only called the NASDAQ 100 for a reason. It's only got 100 securities, okay? SPY is, S&P 500, okay? So if you're looking to game or trade the idea that fund managers are going to be putting money to work over the next 5 to 7 days, I think you would get better performance out of the QQQ, all right, than you would out of the SPY, all right, because it's tighter and it's more tech-laden heavy, or, You know, it's got more tech inside it. Okay, QQQ. You're not going to find too much healthcare inside the QQQ or the NASDAQ 100. All right, you'll probably find it in the S&P 500, but QQQ is kind of like a lot of tech inside the NASDAQ. All right, so if I was going to pick one over the other, I would definitely choose the QQQ for the next 7 days for that bump. All right, now I don't know how long it goes. Might go 15 days, might go 30 days, might be the beginning of a new rally. I don't know. All right, but I'm just looking over the next 7 days for money managers start putting money to work, and I think a lot of it's going to go into the tech sector because they want growth, and that's where the growth is coming from, is in the future. Tech is the future, okay? So it's going to be right there, I believe, all right? We'll see, all right? Look for a continuation for today's bullish engulfing. You can see on SPY and QQQ, clearly we went and turned around and took out the previous day's high, all right? So, again, I'll be looking for follow-through, and already I kind of got some in the pre-market. All right, here you can see we're already up over the green erases red. That would be yesterday's high. So looking like we're getting some follow-through. Just hope it's not a doji candle or a sword that's pointed up, but I'd like to see a continuation. I really envision SPY getting up to 660 today, so we'll see what happens, all right? Again, no promises, but that's my vision, all right? All right, so there's QQQ and SPY, all right? Again, I'll be trading that 10-minute uptrend, all right? I'll be looking to trade the 10-minute uptrend this morning, probably up to those targets up there on QQQ and SPY. All right, now what else was I going to cover? I'm not going to cover the technicals this morning. Don't have much time. Again, on the QQQ, I trade 10-minute uptrends over VWAP, 10-minute downtrends under VWAP. I'm specifically looking for a 10-minute uptrend. All right, unless, of course, they break the pivot, then everything changes. All right, both QQQ and SPY. All right, so I like strikes at the money. I think I already covered that. All right, kind of discombobulated because I got my mic was off. But anyways, let's go back to, let's see, we did this, we did that. Let's go to the economic package, all right? Let's wrap this up. Okay, on the economic package, okay, so here, I'm going to refresh this, make sure this is right. And it's still right. Okay, so SPY max pain is 645, all right? And put to call ratio is 1 1/3 puts for each call that expires today. I don't think we're going anywhere near 645 today. Okay, I think we're going higher. We'll see. But you can see we have 1 1/3 puts for each call that expires today at 4:15. Those index options expire at 4:15. Security options expire at 4. All right. On the earnings front, okay, all familiar names, but nothing here that's going to move the markets. Okay, that's today, Wednesday. Okay, Thursday, all familiar names, nothing here gonna move the markets. All right, nothing here. Whatever they report for earnings, it's not going to move the markets. Same with Friday, all right? We're closed Friday, by the way, anyways. Again, all familiar names. They don't even know when they're going to report. See? The dash. All right, so all familiar names. Nothing here is going to move the markets right there on Friday. Okay, let's go to the economic calendar for today. Today's the 1st, April 1st. Okay, MBA mortgage applications at 7. ADP employment report at 8:15. We got retail sales, delayed report, 8:30. We've got PMI manufacturing final, 9:45. ISM manufacturing index at 10. Business inventories at 10. Excuse me. Petroleum inventories or status report at 10:30 tomorrow, right? Which will be OPEX for the week, for this week. Remember, Friday we're closed. Okay, international trading goods and services, 8:30. Jobless claims, 8:30. And a natural gas report, okay? Inventories and status at 10:30. That would be tomorrow. Okay, and you can see employment situation is going to come out on Friday. Okay, remember the markets are closed. All right, so if you're trading futures, all right, get ready for this. That's a market mover. And when you're trading futures Thursday night into Good Friday morning, all right, look at 8:30. You're going to get some price action. Probably a lot of volatility at 8:30 on Friday. All right, so that's it right there. All right, unless I missed something that you want me to cover. If there's anything I missed that you want me to cover, if not, I'll see you guys in about 25 minutes, and we'll open up the markets. If there's no questions, any questions, we're all good. Sorry about that. I was just talking away, not realizing my mic was not on. Hey, let me just tell you, I hit the button, all right? And it blinks when it's off, and when it's on, it's solid, okay? So I only glanced at it for like a split second, and it's just long enough before it went off. And I'm thinking I'm on, and I'm thinking I'm talking away, and I'm rattling off all my thoughts about the market, and yeah, thanks, Rod. All right, so I'll see you guys in 25 minutes. All right, we'll open up the markets together. Again, we're going to be looking for those 10-minute uptrends. All right, to trade on up to 660. That's the vision this morning. Okay. Again, I'll be looking at the tech sector. All right, got nice. I think tech is. I think we'll get better performance in the QQQ if we're going to trade the 10-minute uptrend. And it is employee allocations, all right? I think we'll get better performance from the tech with those employee contributions. All right, see you guys in 25.